Hi, everyone. Thanks for checking out another segment here on the Elm Sports Network. I'm Andrew Chirico, and today we're going to preview the Washington College women's soccer team. With that being said, I'm first joined by head coach Carrie Smith. Coach, really appreciate you coming up to the Skybox here. And, first question we have to ask, how's the preseason been going for your team?
Preseason's going fantastic. We have some great senior leadership, some great young leaders, and it's really helping, I think, with the team spirit and helping the freshmen settle in. We've nicknamed them the newbies because we have 9 freshmen and a transfer, so we didn't want to leave Liz out in that. And the team camaraderie and the team spirit is fantastic. They're working hard. We had some players come in that had really invested over the spring, and it's really showing in how hard we're able to practice and how quickly we're recovering too. So technically, tactically, physically, we're coming along great, and the team chemistry piece is there too.
Now, you mentioned the young team and the youth. How would you describe the team's youth?
Yeah, majority of our team are sophomores and freshmen, and we have some leadership even within those classes already emerging, which is really nice. I think it helps. We've got a lot of energy, a lot of players that are hungry to show what they can do. And full of energy and enthusiasm, and I think that's really helping with the spirit and the optimism as well.
All right, let's shift things over towards you now. This summer, you went to a conference called What Drives Winning. What you take out of that event?
Yeah, it's something that's online. I've been looking at the videos. I wish I could have gone to the first one. I just didn't find out about it in enough time to get out to St. Louis that time. But yeah, I got to go this year with some coaching friends that I have at other schools and different sports. And I think it's kind of a life-changing experience in terms of what you can bring back to help the student athletes. We've been sharing some of it within the athletic department, and Becky Burley, who's at Florida, and Brad Ledbetter, who's a basketball academy coach up in Chicago, Illinois area, they're kind of changed the face of college sports and youth sports in general by developing people first. And it's really exciting because I've noticed too, if you develop the people and they grow better as athletes and students and overall, and you see them just skyrocket. And some of the things that we're doing within the program where we're building this in and we're continuing to work with the organization are really fantastic.
That sounds great. Last question here, Coach. What are the goals for the season?
Yeah, so again, one of the other things that we have in the soccer world is our convention. And it's been really valuable and a learning experience. And this year I've been learning from Jerry Smith and Danielle Slayton, who are both affiliated with Santa Clara's soccer program. And one of the things that they introduced and suggested that we're trying this year is phase goals. So rather than an overall season goal, is to break the season into phases and have specific phase goals that we want to accomplish depending on what our situation is and what we're facing and what is important to us as a team. If we take care of those, the results should start to show as well. So in preseason, our big main phase goal was to come together as a team through our core values, team standards, and our training and expectations and the leadership part. And that really, we're seeing that, I think, as the focus.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
We're now joined with the newly hired assistant coach, Julia Kantor. Coach, how has the transition over to Washington College been?
Yeah, the transition has been pretty smooth so far. I had a job over summer, so I had to quickly adjust to it. Coach Kerry helped me throughout the summer communicating with me how the program was going to be, what her goals were. So when I came here from the start, kind of just the team welcomed me with open arms, so it's been very easy to get to know them and work with Coach Kerry. So it's been a great transition. Yeah.
Now, this is your first college coaching job. When we talked yesterday, you were talking about how you coached clinics and camps. How does it feel to have the first coaching role with an actual program?
It's very grateful because not only was I a coach, for clinics and everything, but now I get to actually step in someone else's shoes and learn from Coach Kerry throughout practice. When we do drills, I learn from her every day with on and off the field, so it's been helpful to be able to earn this job, and now I'm going to learn a lot for my future, so it's great.
All right, Coach, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're now joined by Paige Cahoon and Steph Scott. Guys, thanks a lot for joining us. Paige, first question for you. How do you think you've grown, senior season last year? What have you done so far with the program?
Great question. I think that I've grown definitely physically and technically on the field a lot since I first came in. But the biggest thing that Coach Kerry promotes is growing us as leaders and as people. And that's something that recently I've really bought into, and it's definitely shown that all of us here and as captains and even all the other players are really starting to develop as people, and that's really what this comes down to in the end.
Great. Now, Steph, you transferred last season. 2 little points here. What made you choose Washington College, and what were your goals coming into the school last year?
All right, well, my goals coming into the season last year, I'm doing it in reverse, were just to find a team that I felt like I could get along with. At the time, I was really devastated with the closing of my school, so I just looked for a group of girls that I thought I could get along with, and I got so much more than that. Like, this group of ladies is so hardworking and so motivated, and it's just a great environment to be in. And that kind of goes into why I chose Washington College. The group of girls made it incredibly inviting to come here, but also the school's opportunities for my major as an international studies student, as well as someone interested in East Asia. I'm studying Chinese here. It made it an incredibly perfect place for me. So I'm looking forward to going to Hong Kong in a semester too. So, yeah.
Sounds exciting. All right, Paige, last question for you. How's the preseason been? What are the vibes around the team so far?
The vibes. It's definitely been a great week, or a little more than a week now. It's crazy to see how some of the players coming in have advanced from the start of preseason, and in their technical ability in a little more than a week. It's been crazy. We just had our first scrimmage, and it's definitely all starting to fall into place, and I'm really excited to see what this season brings.
All right, Steph, last question for you. How's the team spirit been? You guys are back 2 or so weeks earlier. No classes. You guys are grinding 2 sessions a day, lifts. How's the team morale?
So I think the team morale has actually gone up as the weeks gone by. I think as we've gotten to know each other, the newcomers getting to know the upperclassmen and the upperclassmen reconnecting, I think has just created a greater and stronger bond. And as we've started to mesh together on the field, we've started to become more optimistic about the season as it goes.
All right, guys, thanks. We're now joined with the final 2 captains of the team, Arianna Sabatino and Laura Tasi. Arianna, as a sophomore, you were named captain over the summer. How does it feel to be named captain in just your 2nd season with the program?
It's really awesome. It's quite an honor. Working with these girls, I've learned so much, and I really gained a lot more appreciation for what goes into building the team and getting everyone set on the right track. So.
Great. Now, Laura, when we were talking with Coach Smith yesterday, she really stressed on how important leadership is to you. How would you say you've taken on the role as a captain in your final season?
For one, going off what Ariana said, it's such an honor to be able to lead this team. In the past, I really tried to carry myself as a leader, even without the title, and now with it, it's just an honor to be recognized as, a part of the athletic community and the school, because it's an amazing experience. So we're just here, to give the team an extra push, really provide that positive culture that we're going for.
Great. Now, Ariana, last question for you. Again, relating back, talking with Coach Smith, she really stressed on how you were able to play at a very, well, consistent level the entire season, just as a freshman. So now we have to ask you, what enabled you to play every game and every practice at that level?
Well, I'd say as a defender, I definitely knew my role and what was needed for me from the team, being that last line defense. So I just knew I'd take it every play by play, and then just focus on doing what the team needed and keeping the ball at the back of the net, because it's very easy to mess up as a defender and just have an easy goal conceded. So yeah, I'd say just focusing on every play and take it as it comes.
All right, last question here, guys. Laura, how has the program developed in your past couple of years here?
We've grown so much each year, and it's been an amazing experience to be on a team that's continually gotten better each year. And, we've gotten better physically, we've gotten better tactically in our off seasons, and we have a lot of good freshmen coming in that are very skilled. So I am very confident that this is going to be our best season yet, so I'm excited.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Really enjoyed shooting this preseason preview.
Thank you so much.